In this video, we are going to look at trigonometry, and we are going to focus on sine and cosine rule. So let us start with sine rule. So now it's very important you know the general formula for sine rule, and this is A over sine A equal to B over sine B equal to C over sine C. So this is the general formula for sine rule. And now let me mention that you can only use two parts of this formula at a time. Okay, you can either use AB or BC or AC. Okay, you can only use two parts. Now, the big question is that when do you use a sine rule? Okay, that is the challenge most of you might face to decide when you are given a question. You decide, are you going to use sine rule or maybe you are going to use a cosine rule? So you use sine rule when you have two angles and one side. So if you are given a non-right angle triangle and it has two sides or two angles and one side given, just know that you are going to use what? Sine rule. And of course the other one is when you are given two sides and none included angle. Okay, so I'm going to explain this one when we get there. Now let us start with the first one, when you are given two angles and one side. So here is a question where we can where this one applies. Okay, here is a question. Now as you can see from this question, the question reads, in the diagram below, AC is equals to 275. As you can see, AC here is 275. Then angle BAC, as you can see, this angle is equals to 125 degree, and angle ACB, which is ACB, is equals to 40 degree, as you can see it here. Now, what do you expect in these questions? The first question that you're commonly or that you might encounter is finding the distance or finding the side. Okay, and this is the question, the first question that is here. Calculate the distance BC. Calculate the distance BC. Where is BC? BC is right here. Now, from the formula, if you look at the formula, we have A over sine A equal to B over sine B, C equal to, C over sine C. Now, let me mention also that these small letters are sides, okay, and capital letters are angles, okay, capital letters are angles. For example, from this question, if we are to apply this from this question, you are going to find that A, opposite A, that is where you find a small letter A. Then opposite C, that is where you find what? Small letter C. Then opposite B, that is where you find small letter B. So that is how you look at this formula. Okay, now what about the angles? So the big letters or capital letters, we say they are angles. So A, angle, if you find A, capital letter, the angle for A is 125 degree. Then C, the angle for C is equals to what? 40 degree. But small letter C, it is not given, it is this side. And small letter, okay, A, small letter, it is not given, it's the one that we are finding. Then for B, the angle is not given, B capital is not given, but small b, it is given, which is 275. So that is how you easily extract, because in the formula as you solve, you'll be required to extract the information from the triangle that you'll be given. So that is how you do it. Okay, so now let us find BC. So BC, the one that we are finding, meaning we are finding what? Small letter A. Okay, that is BC, small letter A, which is the whole of this one. Okay, now how are we going to find small letter A? Like I said, this is small letter C this side and this small letter B. Now from the formula, we know that A over sine A equal to B over sine B, which is equal to C over sine C. Like I said, you can only use two parts of this. So now, since you are finding A here, okay, A is going to be part of the formula. So we can write A over sine A. Then which other part are we going to pick? Is it B part or C part? Now, in choosing the one that you are going to pick, the one that you are going to pick should have the side and of course the angle. Now, which one? If you look at B, it does not have the angle. It only has the what? The side. But if you look at C, it only has the angle. It does not have the what? The side. Now, which one are we going to pick? Now, in deciding which one you can pick, you need to see which one you can find the missing information easily. Okay? Now, it is very easy for us to find this angle because you are just simply going to say total angles in a triangle add up to 180. And you can easily add these angles and subtract from 180 to find this angle that we do not know. This is what I'm trying to say. X plus 125 plus 40 equal to 180. Okay? Therefore, we are going to find that x is equals to 125 plus 40 is going to give us 165. So 80 minus 165, and you are going to find your x equal to, or your angle that is missing equal to this. If you would subtract this one, this is 165, please, you are going to find 15 degrees. Therefore, we found this angle. We found this angle to be what? 15 degrees. It is very easy now for us to use the B part. Therefore, we ignore C completely. So we are going to have B over sine B. Okay? Now, let us apply it. So we are going to have, what is our A? Our A is the one that we are finding. Okay? Then what is our angle A? Angle A is Z. So you write it sine 125 like this. Equal to, what is our B? Our B, side B is 275 over, what is our angle? Sine 15 degrees. Okay? Here you are going to cross multiply. This one multiplies that one. This one multiplies that one. So you are going to have A sine 15 degrees equal to 275 sine 125 degrees. Now, what are you going to do? At this particular point, you are going to divide both sides sine 15, sine 15. And now you are going to have A is equals to 275 sine 125 divide sine 15 degrees. Now, don't cancel out sine, then you remain with the 275 multiplied by 25, then divide 15. No, you are going to punch on the calculator 275 sine 125 divide sine 15. Okay? And what are you going to have when you do that? You are going to find 870.36, since it's in kilometer, so you find kilometer. This one, we write it as 870 kilometer or 870.0 kilometer. So this is the side BC. Okay, so this is how we found. This is how we find the side BC. Now that we found the side BC, let us go on now to answer the second question. So I'm going to clear up this part so that we can answer the next question, that is find the area of the triangle. So please, this is how questions are aligned in an exam. If you find the question on trigonometry, the first part you might find, if you find the first part to find the side, likely the second part to be the area, and of course the last part mostly is finding the shortest distance. So let us go into the second one. So we are finding the area of the triangle ABC. How do you find it? So area of the triangle ABC, or area of a non-right angle triangle, this is the general formula. AB sine C. Now, how do you know? You know that sine C is an angle. How do you know the angle that you pick? Because in this diagram, you have 3 angles. So the angle that you pick is an included angle. Okay, so you have this side, please. This side we found it, BC, which is 870.0 kilometer, or simply 870. So now, if you look at this one, I said an included angle, or if I didn't, an included angle is the angle that is between 2 sides. So like this one. So between 2 sides, that is 870 and 275, there's an angle 40. This one is called an included angle. It is not this angle 125 because here there's no side. And of course, one side is given. So this one is not an included. An included angle is the one that is between 2 sides. Okay, so we pick, that is C. Okay, then which means you're going to use the 2 sides remaining. Okay, so area is equals to half. What is our A? Our A, it is this one, which is the 870. But be careful, sometimes other letters are used, but you should be able to go around that. Okay, what is B? Our B, it is 275. Okay, then sine, what is the angle? 40. Okay, so if you multiply this, you are going to find, so kindly multiply, you are going to find 76,893.46781. Okay, we are finding the area, so it's supposed to be in kilometer square. This one is going to be 76893, okay, 0.0 kilometer square. So this is the area of the triangle ABC. Okay, so this is how we find it. You should know this one. All right, let us look at now the final question, which is finding the shortest distance. How do you find the shortest distance? How do you find the shortest distance? Okay, so for us to find the shortest distance, now they are saying the shortest distance from where? The shortest distance from A to BC. So we are going to draw a line here from A shortcut to BC. So this BC, please, where this line that we've drawn up to, where it goes here, this one is in the formula. Let me write the formula first. This is just the same as the height. So height is equals to, the formula for shortest distance is 2A over B. Now, which one is B? I know area is easy. Area, we found it. But which one is B? So if they say from A to BC, BC, the distance BC automatically becomes our what? Our B. Okay, so area, what did we find our area? Our area we found 76,893. Okay, then divide, what is our BC? 870. Okay, if we are to punch this on the calculator, you are going to find that the shortest distance is going to give us 176.700371 kilometer, which is just as 177 kilometer. So this is how we find the shortest distance. Okay, so up next we are going to look at the second part. That is when we are given 2 sides and none included angle. Okay. Okay, so let us now look at a situation where you are given 2 sides and none included angle. What do you do if you are given 2 sides and none included angle? Remember, we said sine can be applied when you are given 2 angles and 1 side, or when you are given 2 sides and none included angle. And I said non-included angle is the angle that is not between 2 given sides. If the angle was this one was going to be an included angle because it is between 2 given sides. But in the case it is not between 2 given sides, but the 2 sides are given, that is non included angle, and that is when you can also apply sine. Now, in this particular question that we are given is that the diagram below shows the position of a guava tree, an orange tree, and of course a lemon tree in a farm. Okay, so this is a farm where you have now guava tree, that is G, lemon tree, that is L, and of course orange tree, that is O. Okay, this is the diagram given. What is the question? Now, given that LG, okay, the distance from lemon, or where the lemon tree is to where the guava tree is, which is LG, is equals to 10.1 meter, as you can see. Then OG, which is O to G, is equals to 14.2 meter, as you can see. And angle OLG, angle OLG is 40 degree. Calculate the angle OGL. Calculate the angle OGL. So if we were to trace it, OGL, you find that we are finding this angle. Now, how do we find this angle here? Okay, so now let us use, because since we are saying we are going to apply sine rule, let me just try to rewrite sine rule here, the general one, which is A over sine A equal to B over sine B equal to C over sine C. Now, we said you can only use two parts of the formula at a time. Okay, now which part are we going to use? Here you are asked to find the angle OGL. OGL. So now, here, let me put this one as A. Okay, I can just rewrite it as A, this one as B, this one as C. Which means where there's G here, where there's A, it is my G. Okay, I'm just trying to put in the different letters because this time around we are dealing with the different letters. In the previous one, we had the triangle that has A and B, C. But in this one, we have different letters. Now, I can imagine that this is my A, meaning where there's A here, I'm going to put a small g. Okay, like we said, the small g, it is this one. So this is the small g, and of course, this is the small what? L, and that is the small what? Small o. So we said small letters are sides. So, which means here, where there is A, I can put G. I'm just rewriting the formula. Then sine the big G equal to where there's Z. Let me go for L. So I'll say L, small letter L, then sine L. Then equal to my C is O. So small letter O over sine O. So I've just written the formula suiting the question given or fusing in the letters given. Okay, so this is how it comes out. Okay, so now I can only use GL or GO or LO, two of the parts at once. Now, which part am I going to use? I want to find G, okay, because this angle here, it is G. So I'm going to get part of G, which is G over sine G equal to, if you look at now, the other part that we can pick, I said should have all the parts involved or given. So now, which part are we going to pick? If you look at L has 40, and it also has what? It has also L has the angle and the side. O has so G does not have anything. So please, this one, we cannot go direct to find this angle. Instead, we are going to use the other part, which is O, because O has a given. So we are going to start by finding, we are going to go indirectly. We are going to start by finding this one because we can easily work out this one. Then that is when we come to this one. Look at this one. G does not have anything. No angle, no side. So we need the one that has at least a side and an angle, okay, where the other one is fully given. So if you look at O, O has the side, okay, and the angle is not given. But if you look at G, G has everything. So we can start by finding O, and now we can use the property of angles in a triangle add up to 180, then we can find this one. I guess you followed up to this point. So this is what I'm saying. No, for G, we're not supposed to use G here, please. We're supposed to use L instead. So this one was supposed to be L over L. Just make that so that we can apply it like this. But for G, we're not going to use G, even if we use L and sine L like this. This G, there's nothing given on top, and down here is nothing. So we cannot work anything out. So that's why I've resorted, we use L and O so that we can find O, and now we use the property in a triangle to find this one. I guess you followed here. Okay, so let us go on now. We can cross multiply at this point. We are going to have 14.2 sine O equal to 10.1 sine 40. Okay, like this. We want to find sine O, so divide 14.2, divide 14.2. Okay, now here we are going to, let me just clean up here so that we can bring it on top here. So what are you going to have if you divide this side? So if you divide this side, you're going to have sine O equal to 10.1 sine 40 divide 14.2. And when you divide here, to find O, because we are interested in finding O, you are going to have O equal to sine inverse. Whatever you're going to find here, you put, so what are you going to find when you divide here? So you're dividing sine, that is the 10.1 sine 40 divide 14. Okay, so what I'm finding here, so be able to confirm, I'm finding 0.4519, that is 57, please. 7, this is 7, 57, then 194,004. Okay, we want to find the angle, so this is how you punch it. So O is equals to what? Sine inverse, then the whole of this one that you found here in brackets. If you punch this one, what you are going to find, what I'm finding is 27.206 18941, which is the, let me just clean up this one, which is the 27 degree. Okay, which is 27 degree. Okay, now, so we found angle O, that is O is equals to what? 27 degree. Now that we found O to be 27 degree here, we can use this property now where we say angles in a triangle add up to what? Add up to 180. And therefore, we are going to say 27 plus 40. Let us put this one to be x, plus x should add up to what? 180. 27 plus 40 is equals to 67. So 180 minus 67, so x is equals to 180 minus 67. And now you can find x is equals to 113 degree. So that is it, our angle G. I mean our angle G, yeah? So angle G, angle OG, angle OGL is equals to what? 113 degree. Okay, that is how you find it. Alright? Okay, so let us look at the other question. The area of the triangle OGL. What is the area of the triangle OGL? How do you find the area of the triangle OGL? So how do you find the area? Is the area of a non-right angle triangle is equals to half AB sine C. This is the general one. Now we are going to put in the letter, I mean the sides. So the sides that are given is O and of course what? B. Okay? Or L, I mean. O and L. Let me remove this. O and L. They are the sides given. Let me just try to clear so that it remains neat here. Okay? So I said this one, we found it to be 27, and this one is 113 degree. So this side is L and this side is O. So two given sides and the angle in between. That is how we find the area. So what is the angle in between? The angle that is included, it is not this one, it is not this one. Instead, it is 113. And of course, the sides that is given are L and O. So we are going to have area is equals to half LO sine G. Okay, sine G. So now, in replacing here, we are going to have area is equals to, what is the side? 10.1 multiply 14.2. This is 14.2. Then sine 113 degree. What are you going to find here? Area is equals to, what you are going to find here after dividing, let me just try to punch on the calculator. So 10.1 multiply 14.2, then sine 113, okay, 113, then divide 2. What I'm finding is 66.00940,304, which is the area is equals to 66.0 is in meter, so meter square. So that is how you simplify the what? The area. Okay, then now let us go to the last part, which is the shortest distance. How do you find the shortest distance? So for a shortest distance, the formula we said is height is equals to 2a over b. Now listen, the shortest distance from L to OG. So they are talking about from L to OG. Okay, so where do we draw our line? Okay, so from L to OG. So this is the height that we are finding. OG is B. Okay, so equals to 2 area 66 divide, what is our OG? OGO is 14.2. Now, if you are to divide this, what is it going to give you? That is the 2 multiply 66, which is equal to 132, divide 14.2. It is giving me 9. Let me just try to copy this one. So it's giving me 9.295774648, which is same as the 9.3 meter. Okay, so the shortest distance SD, or shortest distance, let me just write SD is equals to this one. So that is how you simply work the question out. So you've just finished or looked at the second part or second scenario where sine rule applies. Okay, so I hope this is what you are going to encounter. Any of these two is either where you are given two angles and a side, or you are given two sides and an angle that is not included.